phone be pissing me off, bro. What about now? Testing 1, 2. Can you hear me? Cause I'll start the live over. Okay, he said, there we go. All right, bet. My bad, y'all. God damn. Loud and clear, loud and clear. All right, so let's get to the contest. So Dame Dash stated that he's living his life, right? He said, people say just because he's not dealing with Jay-Z, you know, he's broke. But it's nothing like having family, bro. Like what I got in that house right there. Because like I said, the man cave is separate from the house. I just showed you that. You might have couldn't hear me, but that's what I was talking about. When I want to get away from everybody, I'm home, but I'm away from home. So basically, I'm in my cave. You heard? Y'all be having so much to say about Trucker Jay like he's a bum or something. That'll never be, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I come from the bottom. I know what the bottom feel like. You know? But anyways, so Dame Dash, oh yeah, I got, like I was saying, with that TV right there, the Fire Stick is jacked up. So I'm gonna have to order another Fire Stick this week. Because the TV working, but the Fire Stick never came back on. That's also Dame Dash running his mouth. And there's another TV down there. Like I said, this place is about, when I brought the dimensions of this building, this is a building, by the way. A door, 2 windows. It cost me $13.5 just for the shell alone. And then, you know, I added everything in here. You know what I mean? But it's about 40 feet long. It's long. It's pretty long in here. But anyways, let's get to the content, man. Y'all can drop off. You know my slogan. You catch it later. Like, so let's get to the content. So Dame Dash speaks. This is the Booty Bandit, Hassan Campbell, but we gonna borrow his content today. You heard?
Shall we begin? Shall we begin? I look at my age demographic and the people that came up with me in my era. So Puff is in jail, Irv is dead, Sugar's in jail, Chris Lighty killed himself, wow. Shakur killed himself, DMX is dead, Clark Kent is dead, Homeboy's on the files. Who's left but me? And you know what I'm doing right now?
What's that?
Enjoying my life. Every time you call me, I'm enjoying my life, I'm enjoying my wife, I'm enjoying my children. I'm sitting on a lake, I'm being creative, but my counterparts aren't here or they're in jail. Or they're accused of things that are like beyond even like, I can't even comprehend it. But a lot of what I suspected is 10 or 20 times worse, you know, and it's all there. And I don't think people should be desensitized. I think people should go research. Because now if I do business with somebody, I gotta know if they won them files. Because I don't want to have any affiliation with that. That's like, even if it's right or whether it's false or not false, you don't want to be anywhere near those files.
Got it.
No, I don't. But I know too many of them to not think that one of them didn't try me, if not all of them. That's why I'm like, damn, they all came into my, and it would take moments for me to be like, that's corny, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? Or just pivot out. And the issue was always younger girls. Like I'd be like, the young girls are too young. I didn't know they were that young.
Right.
I didn't, and I didn't know that. But what's being alleged is like trafficking and eating people and pizza and yum yum and all this other stupid shit and Paul's beef jerky.
He said beef jerky.
Kidnap. It's fucking crazy. It means if Trump, Bush, Barack, and Clinton were all hanging out on the same island, then there is no politics, bro. It's all bullshit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
Dave
like,
from
you know,
Jersey said he want to be
funny.
added. Let me see if I can add you, man. I never did it before, man. Hold on, man. Let me see. How you add somebody? Add.
When you sit, just analyzing and listening to Dame Dash just go down the list of all the dudes that was around him in the industry, Irv Gotti, DMX, Suge Knight, and seeing how all of them dudes turned out is terrible. It's heartbreaking. But to even hear the way when he got to Jay-Z and Dame said he's on the list.
All right, let me pause that real quick and put my face back on the screen. I had to throw the Cartiers on. You heard? You know what I mean? The Cartiers. Okay? You see that label right there, man. Stop playing with me, man. I'm from up top. We rock Cardis, man. You know what I mean? And Gazelles and all that. You know what I'm saying? The cat from Jersey, what's good? What's good? What's good? You know what I mean? But anyways, see, that's what people don't understand. Dame is in his 50s. I think he got me about 3 years, him and Jay. I just, by Lord bless me to see 51 on this planet, you know what I mean? 50 revolutions around the sun, you know what I'm saying? The Lord blessed me to see that 2 months ago, January, February. So basically last month on the 16th. What we in March. Okay, so yeah, 2 months ago on the 16th. You know what I'm saying? So like, when you become a certain age, right? You done got past the nonsense. You done survived what you survived as a black man being raised in the trenches, right? Like what I was talking about earlier on my live at work, on my personal time, you know what I'm saying? On my break time while I was getting loaded. So now I'm gonna start doing lives at home. Yeah, you'll catch it later. They dropping off because when a person's speaking something real, y'all don't want to hear it, and that's cool. I respect that. But I'm going to keep dropping my gems. Now, what I was talking about earlier was that black people have a serious problem. We have a serious problem, and I'm not speaking for me. I'm speaking for what I see and what I've dealt with. We have a serious problem of jealousy and envy. You don't want to see the next man do better than you. You understand me? Or have just as much as you. You rather kick somebody when they down. It's like crabs in a barrel when it comes to our society. And it's true. But when I watch the other side, they go fishing together. They go hunting together. They stick up for each other. Even when they in the wrong. I see this all the time with the associates, like at my job in the warehouse. On their side, they'll go to the death to save an employee. With us, we'll throw each other under the bus. It's hilarious. That's why I stay to myself and I chose the profession I have, because you can't lynch me because I'm in the truck by myself. Long as I fucking come to work, I start work an hour ahead of time because I'm disciplined like that. I'm breaded like that. If the money is there to get, and I'm only allowed it a certain amount of hours of time, why not get it in the morning? So I start an hour early. I'm beyond punctual. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm already there an hour before my shift, ready to go. You understand me? And then I like being in that truck by myself. I could play my music and I could talk on the phone, and I ain't got to worry about the crabs in the barrel syndrome or somebody trying to pull me down. Because why? Because I'm in the big rig by myself. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. I barely have a drink. So I'm not worried about a random piss test. Matter of fact, I told the people in the warehouse, I'm going to start selling pee for $10. Because all of them in there smoke weed. I'm like, how you gonna come to work? I done seen so many people. I know I change topics because that's what I do. I bounce, I ping pong. I bounce from one subject to another. It's on my mind, so I'm gonna express it. Now, if you know you're not supposed to be smoking no weed on the premises, because we had one guy, it was management. I guess he got out his car one morning and the human resource lady was parked next to him, and she smelt the aroma of marijuana. You know how the cops be like, pull over. Oh, hey, have you been smoking today? You be like, no, officer. He be like, well, I smell marijuana. Step out the car there, sir. So basically, she smelled marijuana. She reported it, right? I guess they got in touch with the employee. They put the pressure on him like, hey, we need to search your car. He was like, all right, no problem. They searched the employee's car, right? They find the blunt. Why do you have a blunt on work premises? Make it make sense. You heard? You that much of a drug addict that you have to have weed in your car at your workplace where you make your money and your management? Make it make sense. It don't. Okay? Anyways, so they call the dog. Here come the crime dog. He come. He sniffs it out. He finds the blunt. So the employee basically, I don't know if he got fired or not, but he basically hung himself. So now it brings me back to the conversation that I had with one of the youngsters at the end of the day today. He looking all stressed. He's looking all tired. I said, yo, bro, man, how old are you? Oh, I'm only 20 years old. I said, listen, my man, why don't you get your CDL license so you don't have to deal with this nonsense? He was like, oh, I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my dad, blah, blah, blah. I said, because look, you'll be the one bringing the product and taking the product. You don't have to sit in here and worry about the nonsense that's going on in this warehouse. I said, but there's one catch, youngster. I'm going to see if y'all can catch my drift and see where I'm going with this. I said, it's one catch, my guy. He was like, what is that? I said, you got to put down the weed. He looked at me like I had 5 heads. He was like, huh? I can't smoke no more? I said, no, you can't smoke. I said, you basically driving a missile down the road that can kill multiple people. No, you can't smoke. He said, oh, well, I can't do that. I can't do that, big guy. I can't do it. I said, what you mean? So I said, you rather smoke weed than have a career? Make this shit make sense. You rather smoke weed than have a career that you can take care of your family, your lady, or whatever you doing. See, that's the problem in our community. And I'm not going to just say our, because there's a lot of them on the other side that smoke weed too. But it's mainly in our community that smoking drugs is more important than making $1. Let me tell you something about Jay Cass. And I'll tell them folks to their goddamn face. I used to sell the drugs, not use them, ever in life. So I ain't got to worry about them coming up to me like, hey, I need you to take a random piss test. You want to go right now? Let's go. Because I'm good. I don't smoke weed, cigarettes. And like I said, I haven't had a drink in like 3 months. A simple drink. Matter of fact, I'm lying. 2 months when we went to the Mexican for my birthday, I had a drink. And my wife drove. See, I play it safe because I know my career is on the line. So if I do have a drink, wifey, you know you got to drive, right? I said, because, you know, I had a little, even if it's one drink, we don't take no chances. And I'm sober as anything, but we don't play. What people need to learn in this community of ours, what's important is having the occupation and taking care of your family, not smoking the blunt. So yeah, so now back to what I was saying. So the person that got caught happened to be one of us, right? He got a pass. But months prior in my warehouse, there was a black youngster, about like 22. He came from his lunch break and he smelled like weed. They escorted him off the property. He got fired that day. It's something wrong with that. That manager should have been fired too. He actually got caught with a physical blunt in his car. It don't matter how they caught him. It don't matter if he was pinpointed. He still got caught with the blunt. He should have been fired. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. And I have a child. Matter of fact, because I like to be transparent, I have an older daughter. I'm talking about she smoked like a chimney. And when she was under my roof, we used to get into arguments. Because, you know, I like to tell the truth. Because only God can judge me. So I used to be like, listen, I'll come home and I'll be like, I know you wasn't smoking fucking weed in the main areas of my house, knowing that I'm a truck driver. I can't have that mess in my system. We used to go back and forth, back and forth. I said, let me tell you something. If I catch your ass smoking weed one more time in any of my main quarters of my house, your ass gotta go. Guess where she been the past fucking 4 months? She got her own place. I don't play that, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect is respect. If you under my roof, you're not gonna be smoking. You better go sit in your car. You better go walk up the street. I don't play that. I don't understand. It's like in our community, you have to put a blunt to your face. Like you'll risk it all. Here's another story I'm gonna tell you. There was an actual truck driver. Man, fuck it. Why am I hiding? I don't smoke. I ain't worried about it. I could take a piss test tomorrow. So I'm going to tell the truth. The security guard at my job told me before he quit maybe 2 months ago, he was like, hey, do you know such and such? I said, yeah. He was like, he be smoking weed in the truck. I said, man, get out of here. I said, yo, he be smoking Black and Milds, man. He said he might smoke Black and Milds, but he said that one morning he pulled up to the guard shack. He said he didn't pull right up to the window. He pulled away because he didn't have to give him no paperwork. He just had to show his face like, hey, it's me. Let me in. He said the wind was blowing that morning. He said he rolled that window down. When he rolled the window down, he said that whiff came right in his face. I said, are you for real? I said, this fool would risk his CDL and let the security guard smell it? He's lucky that the security guard didn't report his ass. He said, I smoked weed plenty of times in my life. He said, I know what it smells like. I said, well, I guess you ain't lying. So the point I'm trying to make is, a lot of times in our society, these youngsters, they rather put smoking weed ahead of having a career. And if they can't find a job where they could just smoke on the side or whatever, they won't take a good job. It's something wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all in the comment section, and if you a troll, you can eat a dick. Like, I don't pay attention to the trolling. I'm way past that. You see how I'm living. We could take a walk to the backyard. You heard? And shit is lit up like a Christmas tree back there. You understand me? So, like, I'm living my life because I come from the bottom and I want to remain where I'm at. I ain't at the top yet, but I'm getting there. You know what I'm saying? So I would never, ever, ever be smoking weed and put my career on the line. Do I look stupid to you? And like I said, I was on the opposite side of the fence. I used to provide it for the people to smoke. I don't do that no more. It's been, shit, almost 12 years since I used to hustle. But anyways, let's get back to the commentary, man. Y'all heard me run my mouth for a while. You know, I like to throw little things in there here and there. We're going to listen to Dame Dash and what he got to say.
It's equivalent to Jay-Z being dead. And that's why I said Jay-Z need to step up and he need to speak. Because just because you were on that Epstein list don't mean that you participated in Epstein's adventures of destroying little kids.
Okay, this dude right here, y'all probably don't know who he is. Me and him had battles before online. Like this YouTube thing is a trip. You'll get trolls that'll come in, like some of y'all in this building right now. You might have said something slick. I left my reading glasses at the house, and I'm not about to walk all the way back over there just to see what slick shit you talking. That's beneath me. Now, so me and this dude used to go back and forth. If y'all ever heard of African Bambaataa, right? When rap first started, Planet Rock, he supposedly is from the same building in the Bronx, right? This guy right here, Hassan Campbell. Supposedly, he was molested by Bambaataa multiple times. And he blamed it on his childhood. But we all know, if something happened when you was a child, because I was molested as a child before my mom's died. My mom's passed when I was 10 and a half. I was molested by her best friend's daughter. Thank God it was a female. Thank you, Lord. But yeah, she molested me a couple times, what have you. You don't keep going back to your abuser, okay? You remove yourself. This dude kept going back year after year after year. Went to jail, came home from jail, and still was going back to Bambaataa, being around his molester, his abuser, okay? Then that becomes a participant. You are not a victim no more. You are a lover. So that's the problem with this dude right here. He blew up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of YouTube fame. But we all know the real story, bro. You are not a victim. And the reason why I have subscribed to this channel, because I'm like, yo, Bambaataa was out here messing with little boys? You get what I'm saying? But anyways, let me see what some of y'all saying in the building. Because the imposters probably dropped off by now. It ain't that many watching. I can't see. Hassan was 17 with that man. That was a relationship. Thank you, sir. Finally, I got somebody that agrees with me. I can't read your handle because, like I said, my glasses is over there. I'm mad that I left them. And the closer I get, the blurrier it gets. But that person knows who he is. Salute to that. Salute to you, the one that says Hassan was 17. He was not a victim. You're right. Absolutely right. He was not a victim. But anyways, man, he proclaims to be a victim, right? I don't understand it, but I did a video on him too. So also I want to talk about this marathon burger situation and why black people can't never have shit. You know? Black Sam was trying to keep...
When allergies throw a sucker punch.
All right, let me turn that down. Black Sam was trying to keep his brother's legacy alive, right? He was trying to keep opportunities in the hood for his people, our people, to be able to have employment, jobs. You know what I'm saying? But yet, what we always do when we bring something to our hoods, to our environments, we destroy it. So basically, the day of the grand opening, somebody get their top blown off and life was lost. And then on top of that, other people got hit with bullets. They was lucky enough to have Stevie Wonder in the building. That's a legend upon legends. Snoop was there, Big Boy was there. It was a star-studded affair, and that's what y'all do? You have a shootout? Why every time, man, when it come to us, bro, it's just us? You can't blame them folk, man. They not out here they not hanging you from trees no more. You can't blame them for the situations that you put yourself in, black man. You gotta blame yourself. You gotta take accountability, look in the mirror, and blame yourself for the destructions of your own neighborhood.
The power.
Cause I'm gonna say something strong. See the thing with me, people don't like the truth. And I'm gonna give you some truth for your ass. Right next door to me, I have a white neighbor Behind me, white neighbor. Cross the street. I'm gonna give you an example. I got a black neighbor that blasts his freaking music. You understand me? Always got people over there. Always some noise and some ruckus, right? And I'm in a suburban area right here. I'm in the suburbs. Up at the stop sign, white. It's more white people in this neighborhood. It's a non-HOA. It's more white people here. And besides his noise across the street, it's very peaceful. And I'm gonna give you some more real gems for you. Only time this guy introduced himself was when we first moved in, when he seen all this. Like I had all my man cave stuff off the moving truck in the driveway. When he seen all this, I had all this type of stuff outside of the garage, right? So he was like, hey, how you doing? I said, what's up? He was like, hey, my name is Steve. I told him my name. He was like, welcome to the neighborhood. That's the first and the last conversation we had, and we purchased this home back in 21, and we in 2026. But let me tell you something about this person next door. We might not speak, you understand me? Because people show their true colors when they see how you moving. That's why at the last job prior, because my driveway, I could fit about 20 cars in my driveway. I brought the whole rig home. I brought the tractor and a 53-foot trailer home and parked that shit right in the driveway so that the whole neighborhood can see, oh, that's what he does for a living. Yeah, because they see the car on 24s. Before that, we had the Lexus truck. We had a few cars since we've been here. But first they seen the Challenger on 24s. That thing sticks out. It's red. It sticks out. You know, so in their perception, in their mind, oh, he must be doing something. He must be willing and dealing. First of all, the only people you see at my home is the people that live here. I don't have no company at my house. I'm very old school. I don't bring strangers to my home. You understand what I'm saying? I keep it G'd up from the feet up. You understand me? I don't bring no strangers to the home. So there's no crowd coming in and out. Now, if they want to be mad at somebody, be mad at boy across the street, because he always got some shit going on. I'm talking about his system is so loud, it shakes everybody's house. And then he plays it at the most strangest times. It'll be like Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, God, and this dude is older than me. I'm 51. He got to be like 52, 53. Come on, man. Have some, I don't even do that shit. Have some respect for your neighbors. That's the point I'm making. Steve don't blast no music. The white lady over there don't blast no music. Jay Cass don't blast no music because I respect my neighborhood. But this one over here blasts the fucking music at all different times. I'm talking about he got a system that he could put in competitions because it shakes everybody's house. And that's what I mean. When we be in the neighborhood, we bring the value down. I'm just being honest. See, these are honest conversations that people don't want to have. See, I know how to respect my neighborhood. If it's quiet, I keep it quiet. I keep it to a minimum. If I do play some music, it's not shaking nobody's house. You understand me? I know how to move. But it seemed like when it come to us, man, I don't know. So you can call me Uncle Ruckus. You can say what you want to say, but the truth is the truth. The truth is the truth. And I'm going to tell it. It seems like the property value gets brought down when a bunch of hoodlums come to the hood. And I'm just being 100. You want me to lie to you? I know I do what I'm supposed to do. You understand me? Even when we be in the backyard, you know, I got the little speaker thing. It don't be shaking nobody's house. It's loud enough for us to enjoy it, and that's just it. It ain't for everybody in the freaking everybody around the corner to hear pounding early in the freaking morning. Because on nice days in the summertime when it's like 90 degrees, we'll come out early Sunday morning. Everybody's enjoying the backyard. You know, I get my float on. You know what I'm saying? I don't be blasting no music like that. But I don't understand it, man. I got quiet, right? Anyway, so let's get back to the commentary. Look at this shit here.
Day of celebration turns into chaos. Gunfire erupts at a packed block party.
One person lost their life, and several others got caught in the crossfire. The cops showed up locked in on one target, Black Sam, right in the middle of what was supposed to be a family gathering. It wasn't just some random street shootout. It was the second time gunfire broke out at a Marathon Burger spot. And what really happened that day would leave you stunned.
Hold
LB
up.
News, Long Beach Police.
I just read a comment. Somebody said music brings the value down. Bro, did you not hear the story I just said? See, I hate when people get in the comment section and don't pay attention. Do more paying attention. Like they said, they gave you one mouth and two ears for one freaking reason. Pay attention. I said he blasts his music with competition speakers. What part did you not understand? What part did you not understand? Are you slow? I doubt that you're slow. I just told you. He got music that shakes the fucking house. Are you not paying attention? One mouth, two ears. Listen. We're not saying that music brings the property value down. I said his antics, his actions brings the property value down. Pay attention. At 9 o'clock in the morning, this fool is pounding music that shakes the house on a Saturday and a Sunday. Yes, that brings the property value down. He had the cops called on him before because the music was so loud. Genius. Damn, y'all hate dumbass people. Pay attention. God damn. There's always one in the comment section that'll say something stupid. Throw the whole dog
to the newly
off.
opened Marathon Burger in Long Beach. News Chopper 4 was up over the downtown area earlier today where we saw several police vehicles outside of the restaurant. Right there, you can see them. Police tape stretching across the parking lots as well as into some apartments. Today was the grand opening of that new Marathon Burger location. Plenty of people.
Black Sam was carrying the torch for his brother, trying to build something powerful for the people and into purpose. But the streets had their own agenda. Politics didn't care about peace or progress. The grand opening of Marathon Burger turned into pure chaos. Supposed to be a fresh start for the block, but instead, it showed just how deep those neighborhood tensions still run and how dangerous it can be to build something positive in the wrong place at the wrong time. Get why this family event turned into a crime scene. We got to take it back to the roots, to when Nipsey first dreamed up Marathon Burger. It was about empowerment of people, a symbol of ownership and pride for South LA. For real, the first Marathon Burgers pulling up every day, locals were getting jobs, and people were proud to support something that actually came from the community. Outsiders had written that area off, but Nipsey's dream proved them wrong in the loudest way possible. People weren't lining up just for burgers. They were lining up for...
Let me stop it right there. This man passed on. This is a prime example of you can't give back to your community because they'll take you out. You know that jealousy and envy? That man lost his life in front of his business, not even 20 feet away from his front door at his Marathon store, by somebody he knew. It wasn't a stranger. Somebody he knew took him out. Now imagine if he would have sold out, right? Oh, I'm not opening nothing in my hood. I'm gonna go out to Beverly Hills. If they want to come buy a Marathon t-shirt, they're gonna have to come to Beverly Hills, even though anything can happen out there, but I highly doubt it. Then he would have been called a sellout. But guess what? He still would have been alive, right? Right. Nip would have still been here if he sold out to his community and said, you know what? I got love for you, but I know you don't love me the same. So let me move my location way out there. And you know them folks ain't gonna have too much of us in Beverly Hills cutting up. Am I right or wrong? His brother, he opens up a Marathon Burger in Long Beach, California. Okay? The day of the grand opening, somebody loses their life. Pay attention. Here's for the ones with that got two ears and don't pay attention. The day of the grand opening, Snoop Dogg was there, Big Boy was there, Stevie Wonder, of all people, shouldn't have been there. Thank God ain't nothing happened to him. That man probably about 80 years old, a legend. And I think some other celebrities was there. The day of the grand opening, somebody loses their life and a few other people get shot. And again, you can't say it's them folk, because if you look in the crowd, it was mainly black and brown. So you mean to tell me us as grown folk, you can't go to an event, a grand opening event, and put all your differences aside and conduct yourself like a civilized freaking person? You got to shoot it up and somebody loses their life on the grand opening? This is what I mean. So this is what I'm trying to preach to any OGs that's my age. Let me tell you something. When there's large crowds like that, I won't be in attendance. When there's large crowds like that, without the proper police presence, even though it looked like the cops was like right there, and nobody could be searched and winded down and metal detectors. If it's not a concert or a comedy show where we all got to go through the same metal detectors and all that, so we all basically just got these if something pop off, Jay Kaz is not going to be there. By choice, not by fear, by choice. It's called being smart. I done made it out the hellfire. 39 years of my life, I was in blocks, areas where it was dangerous every time you walk out of your door in New York and /CT. See, our trenches is different up north. We got metropolis of buildings and blocks and danger. So when you come out your home, your head got to be on the swivel all the time. When I go to restaurants, I don't sit in the middle. I'm old school. I got to be up. Listen, I'll tell the waiter quick, oh, we want to place you. Nah, I got to be up against the wall so I can see everything coming from all sides. My wife, she gets pissed off. Well, we got to wait an extra 15 minutes. Well, guess what, sweetheart? We're going to wait another 15 minutes because I'll be damned if I be sitting like this and somebody blind or something happened and I can't see. I got to be up against the wall where I can see the entrance and the exit. I can see everything coming so I know how to move. That's how G'd up I keep it. The only way I would sit in the middle is if I was in a secure spot where we all got tuxedos on and we all, we there for a wedding or something. Then I'll sit wherever. But nah, man, nowadays you gotta protect your home. You know how many cameras I got at my house? Do you know how many I got at least about 15 cameras all the way around my property. And they go off when you get in it. You think I'm lying? What's my name? What's my nickname? Mr. Receipts, walk with me. I ain't gotta lie to y'all mother. Man, listen, man. I gotta walk my Roddy anyway. I gotta walk my Roddy anyway. You hear that sound? So when you think you're doing something. Oh, hold up. I got the camera facing me. My bad. Let me get my dog, man. Y'all think it's a game or something. I ain't gotta lie to you, man. I don't play no games. Point blank, periods. I plays no games. I'll be back. Give me 2 seconds if you're still in the building. Get up. Get up. Get out there. I got 2 vicious ones, right? I got a Cane Corso and I got a to protect my home. And wifey has the legal joints that'll lift you off the ground. You see how big homeboy is? He ready to eat too. Jojo. It's a big boy, right? Coco. That's my Roddy right there. She always on go time. You gotta have these type of breeds of dogs at your home because that's the first line of defense is these dogs. And what I like about the South, what I love about the South is you're allowed to have firearms to protect your home. Wifey is a licensed gun owner, right? So like you gotta protect yourself nowadays, man, because this world we live in is crazy. There's no love, and people want to harm you. So these are the drastic measures I need to take. All right, somebody said Yonkers. Yeah, I'm from Yonkers. Yeah. Whoever that is. You know what I'm saying? But I reside in ATL on the outskirts. So when you come from the slums, you know how to move. You got to protect your property. You got to protect your home. You know what I'm saying? It's not about being cocky. Do you see how quiet it is? This dude will come home right now and start blasting music, shaking everybody's house, and we trying to relax at 8:30 at night. Hey, get over here. So when you come from the bottom, at this age, you want to protect your peace, people. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to live like Dame Dash. It brings me back to the Dame Dash. He's just trying to live. That's what life is about, man. Protecting your peace, making a way for your family at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about bragging because nobody gave me and the wife shit to make it here. Shoebox money is how I got from up top to down bottom. And I had my CDL license to fall back on. It's real simple. Simple mathematics. Coco, what you doing? Let's go now. Let's go. Watch how big this boy is right here. Jojo. What's up, Jojo? What's up? Big boy, what up? Let's go, girl. This one right here, though, she be on go time. I ain't gonna hold you. If I let her out and you on my property, she will bite you. She almost got me a case multiple times. Here she come. Psycho. Come on. Oh, you walking loose? Come in. This my killer right here, boy. Yeah. Jojo. Gotta have these large breeds at your house, man. Come here. She's pretty too, man. And see, I ain't letting her have no babies, you know what I'm saying? Because they claim that when you let your dog get pregnant and all that, it takes away from their lifespan. So she won't be reproducing. Oh, she get busy too now. This one here ain't got no sense. Hey, Liv, when you come, just close the door. Don't lock. Close the gate. Don't lock it. We're gonna take this walk, man. See how peaceful it is right here? Just peaceful. All you hear is nature. If I was back up top, you hear somebody arguing outside. You'll hear the train. You'll hear the cab. You'll hear people yelling. You hear all kinds of shit in the hood. Gonna take this walk, though. You hear that camera, right? You heard that camera, right? Oh, there's a few of them out here now. You think you creeping? Oh, the light came on. Oh, I can't creep. Uh-oh, they can't creep. Think you creeping on the side of my house? Watch this. Uh-oh. Take a walk. Show you the backyard. See, I wanted to set my home up to be like a paradise, but you at home, you know what I'm saying? Don't do what? You crazy. You in my house. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna get to the backyard. You know? See, this is what I do. I protect my peace. You know what I mean? I work hard, blood, sweat, and tears to make a better life for my family. Got all kind of things back here, you know what I mean? So we come back here. It's nice out here too. It's pretty mild tonight. It's like, it feels like it's about 55. Let the screen down. We'll watch some movies out here by the bar. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm on MTV Cribs. Remember MTV Cribs back in the day? It's something like, there's people that got bigger yards, bigger pools, better backyards. But guess what? I come from the bottom. I know what that block of cheese feel like. I know what food stamps is like. With the white man face on it, that's the era I come from. You heard? So I wanted to make a better life for my family. Sit on my swing, Only reason I'm out here, because it's mild. Because whoever said it don't get cold in the A, they told you a damn lie. But tonight is mild, so I said I'm going to do me a, you know what I mean? Something light. And then we're going to take it upstairs, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like at night. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it a little tropical paradise back here, you know what I mean? Just for the family. Not for no strangers. And then we're going to take it upstairs. Upper level, bottom level. When we purchased this home in 21, it wasn't shit back here but dirt. Let me see, does this thing work, man, or what? That's crazy. Didn't get enough sunlight. Upper level, bottom level. I know what y'all gonna say, yo, J Cass, why your pool so black? Well, let me explain. We don't run the pool in the wintertime. So even with the dogs chewed up the cover, and that cover is almost $1,000. So that's what it's gonna look like underneath anyway when you don't filter it and run the pump. So no, I ain't running it in the well, it's about to be springtime now. This is it, man. Yo, it is really nice out here right now. This is crazy. It's like 55, 60 degrees out here. But anyways, there's the pool. I always replace those every year. I get new ones. Just float around, man. I'm just showing you how big the deck is. You know what I'm saying? Something light. I don't think I'm better than nobody, but I appreciate it. This little bit of pool, this little bit of backyard. We had this built. It was nothing back here but dirt. So I value that. So I think we're gonna start filtering it next week, get all the leaves out the pool, and maybe next time when you see this, it'll be clear. Well, it's definitely gonna be clear. I just don't know when we're gonna start that process. It takes about a week. I could fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, little kid 14, 15, 16, 17 people on this deck. That's how big it is. Now we're gonna go back down bottom. And I'm gonna get off this live. We still working on this project over here. I'm trying to turn it into a little cabana space. I'm not done yet. But it's about 80% done. I gotta do some more painting under there. We're gonna do a dump, get all this shit out of here. We're gonna purge, spring cleaning. That's it, man. Thanks for the ones that tuned in. That's real. I try to have real. I try to have real conversations on my channel. I try to talk to my people and be like, hey man, what we doing out here, man? Why can't we get along? Why it always gotta be this? Taking each other's tops off, you know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense, you know? If you a troll and you saying something, guess what? I guess it's my lucky night because I don't have my reader glasses, so I can't see nothing slick you saying. But at the end of the day, right, you see what I come home to. That's why I showed this. So a troll, before you run your mouth, you gotta match what I got, bro. I come home to this every day. You heard? Every day. So you could call me the truck driver. You could say, oh, this and that. This truck driver comes from the street. Okay? 20 plus years. Bullets flying back and forth. Fist fights. Hustling. Being around the apes, the animals, and the hyenas. I come from that. I'm cut from that. So trust me. Don't think because I stay in the suburbs that I'm like this. Oh no. Like I said, there's cameras all around my crib. I got 2 vicious canines, and wifey got them hammers, and one of them hold 30. Do I want problems at 51? Mm-mm. But am I prepared for it? Mm-hmm. But see, in my era, we go with this. This is how I was raised. Fist to face. We didn't go for gun. And matter of fact, up north, we had stop and frisk. So you was not coming outside with that hammer. You heard? Or your ass going to jail. So at the end of the day, man, subscribe to the channel, God Bless to the Real Ones. On my handle, I like to have those tough conversations. When are we gonna do this? When are we gonna stop the crabs in the barrel? Bringing each other down instead of lifting each other up. At least in my dad's time, because I had to have this conversation with my dad. I was like, Pops. Because, you know, I lost my mom's at 10 and a half. You know what I mean? I lost this beautiful woman right here at 10 and a half. I was like, Pops, was it like this in the 60s and in the 50s when you was growing up? He said, whatever you was involved in, you was involved in. So if you was a gangster back then, you was on gangster time. But he said, black people stuck together back then. Why can't we do the same now? So guess what I do? I go to work and I stay out the way and take care of my family like any real man's supposed to do. So when you making them jokes and trolling, oh, look at the truck driver. Look what I come home to. That's all. I don't think I'm better than nobody. Like I told you, I come from my project. If y'all want to know my project, you can look it up right now. It's been torn down for years. All you got to do is look up the Dipset Anthem video. Jewels was by the store, Grant Park. And when they did Cam's part, he was in the middle of Mulford with the tall chimney stack. That's my project. My project was a mile long in Yonkers. It's bigger than X's, rest in peace, Earl. His project was only 2 buildings and 1 small building, School Street. Mary J's is slow bomb, hers is still standing. How, I don't know. Why they didn't tear that, why they tore down Mulford, but didn't tear down Slow Bomb. I think they tore down the chicken coops. I think they tore down Cottage. Riverdale still standing. 354, where my homies is from, the Locks and all that. Whitney Young is still oh shit. I left her outside. God fuck. Lord have mercy. I fucking dog outside. Shit. Whew. Glad nobody's fucking walking. I thought she was following me. Stupid ass dog. Damn. Coco, get your ass over here, man. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, leaving your crazy ass loose. What the hell you doing? My bad, y'all. This one here, Sit down. That's how you're supposed to have your canines. But this one here, she almost got me like 3 cases out here. One time, old lady coming up the street. Me, walk her without the leash. She take off. She runs over here to where the light pole is at, because I'm on an acre of land. This is all my land. No HOA too, by the way. You buy a home, don't have an HOA. You could build and do what you want on it, as long as you got the permits. She runs over there. God damn, about to drop my phone. She runs over there, trying to get at the old lady's dog, right? So I made it over there fast enough. I separated them, right? Look what the old lady do. I swear to God, she pulled a Karen move. She falls on the ground. So yo, I ain't want to laugh, but inside I'm laughing. I'm like, bitch, you way over there. She had one of them retractable leashes, right? So she way the fuck over there, fell out in the street. Boom, phone, yo, her phone went flying. I'm standing there like, yo, do I help her? I was like, nah, fuck that. Yo, son. Yo, that shit was the funniest shit. So I tried to pull up my camera to see if it came on the camera. The camera didn't pick it up. Yo, I said, it's either pick her up or take my dog and run in the house. Yo, I took my dog, ran in the house. Yo, I couldn't believe that lady. She had a retractable leash. The shit was like way over there. She's standing there like this. I get the dog separated. I turn around. Yo, she literally fell on the ground. It was nobody near her. So I'm like, yo, I'm 6'5". I say, yo, if I go help this lady, she gonna say I beat her up. Took my dog, ran in the house. I was like, yo, I am not touching this lady. I wanted to help her, because that's the cloth I'm cut from. You help the elderly, but she white, I'm black. It might have looked like I beat, like if somebody was coming down the street, they'd have been like, yo, what he do to that lady? She like this. Oh. I said, yo, you all right? She was like, oh, I hit my head. I said, oh, get my dog. Yo, you can't make this shit up. But she's not the one that called the dog pound on me. Now, I have ops. You see, in the suburbs, when you in the suburbs, your ops is different. They be on a different type of time. So look, we have this Chinese lady that lives outside of the place across the street. Look, she comes around the block. She walks her dog up my street. So this one again, I have a habit of walking her because she listens to me. It's just that when she sees another dog, she's going. So I'm walking her without a leash. Here come the lady. It's like Saturday morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Boom. She takes off, goes for the lady's dog. I'm separating them. She's like, you should get your dog. You should get your dog. So I got the dog, right? Tell me why 5 hours later, dog pound at my house. He didn't harm her dog, but I got a warning. So ever since then, see, she knows what this means. Ever since then, I purchased one of these. So when she's outside, like say if I want to have her outside, I brought one of these long chains to have her outside. But I think I entertained y'all enough tonight. Subscribe to the channel, man. Tune in. Y'all be safe out there, man. 100.